Well, what's up, y'all? I'm Ryan. This is So and So Farms. This is Braxton. We grow rice, corn, and soybeans. I'm half of So and So Farms. My friend Shane is the other half. He's on the tractor planting beans right now. We're going to get the bedder and get to work. So far this season, we've got our rice crop planted, our corn crop planted, and we like about 300 acres of beans. When Shane gets this done, we'll like about 240 acres of beans. And that's really just one or two hard days of running. We've got two grain drills going, one in the hills and one in the irrigated ground, so we're knocking on the door pretty quick. Just got out here to the field. I'm gonna pick the hipper chopper up and we're gonna take it to the next field. Shane's out here drilling beans. Matt had to go to his son's kindergarten graduation, and I've got Braxton with me. Braxton had his last day of school today, which is super helpful because it's nice having him around, help me move equipment and things like that. Just doing a quick walk around on the bedder, and we're gonna move on to the next field. Shane out there planting this 60 acres. They bedded it today while I was at work, and I'm gonna jump on the 335 and take the bedder to town to the next field. Past Shane here. He's planting at an angle across our 60-inch beds. That just helps keep the drill up out of the grooves. And we're headed to town. Braxton behind me again. It's handy having him because he can move a pickup around for me and I don't get stranded. We may start in on this other field here. Won't have a long time, but we'll set our AB line and maybe make a few rounds. I don't know, we might finish it tonight. Depends what kind of mood Braxton's in. Well, me and Braxton got moved through town. We're out here at one of the new farms that we rented. We got rice out there. Got this land plane for beans, and we got rice behind us. Probably not going to run real late tonight. Going to set our AB line here and make a few rounds, get the bedder dialed in, and probably call it a night. But we'll pick back up with you in the morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm Ryan. Braxton. We're on our way out to pick up where we left off last night. We're going to get on the bedder, finish bedding that ground. That's the last field that we have to bed this year, so we're going to knock it out. Probably go spray that bedder off, spray the mud and dirt off of it, and then get that tractor on a levee plow. We're not quite ready to make levees again yet, but I just want to have it hooked up. Braxton and I are out here on the bedder. We got started in this field we quit in last night. Matt is right behind us drilling beans, and we're going to try to get all we can get done today. We should be finished planting beans by the end of the day if everything goes as planned, but everything doesn't usually go as planned, so we're just gonna see how it goes. All you can do is try. Ground is pretty heavy dirt, but it's bending up good. It's got plenty of moisture, so our beans ought to come up fast. All of the beans that we planted last week are up. Rice is up, corn is up. We've got one little patch. I'm probably going to replant the beans that I bedded in at the very beginning, just because I'm not happy with the stand count. So we'll redo those, and then maybe maybe a little bit of spot planting on rice ground where the drill stopped planting or something like that. Corn's all good, not very many skips or anything, so things are looking pretty decent. We could get these beans planted today and tomorrow and maybe catch a rain or two here over the next couple of weeks. We're going to start really getting levees on our mind. We got a big spray list right now because we have to go spray and fertilize and build levees on all the rice ground and get it set in for irrigation. Corn spraying's mostly done. Shane likes 40 acres there. And then we got to get the milo spray that we planted. Probably call in a co-op to help do some spraying because that's a big spray list for Shane to knock out all at once. We're trying to keep stress down on him, so we'll just work out the logistics and we'll get it done. Try to get turned around here as quick as we can. Grab the next GPS line. And drop it down. Off to the races. Over and over and over again. That's getting his ends planted off, and then he'll turn around and start disking it or planting this the direction the field's falling. And that's how we do it. Over and over and over again over about 1,200 acres. But we're knocking on the door being finished. MFA is on their way with our seed and our chemical to finish out the day. And at least we have a plan. We're trying a new mounting spot for the camera. I forgot that I had this suction cup mount. So I don't know if you'll be able to see all the cab or not, see behind us, but it's a new vantage point. We're gonna put it to the side, but that's just awkward. Ride a few rounds here and you can see how we do things. We have transitioned on to the grain drill. Braxton and I bedded the ground we needed to bed, and we actually went and disked about a little 10-acre patch, but forgot to take the camera. And now we're on the grain drill. We got Cooper with us. He's down here in the floor eating chips, what Coopers do best. But this is our last irrigated field of soybeans. This next field or two we're gonna plant. You can water them, but not really all the way. So, for all intents and purposes, this is our last prime ground that we're drilling beans on. So, kind of checks a little mark off the box. The dry land patches you want to get planted, but they're not near as important as the graded ground. Graded ground are really where you put, your money into. Your inputs are a lot higher because you got irrigation and all that. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We'd like about probably 10 acres on this field here, and then we'll get moved over to the other ground and get it knocked out today. And really that's, I think, all the beans we're going to drill down here. We're going to broadcast about 70 acres, but that'll kind of be it for the grain drill down here for the year, for the first time. I always say that because you can count on a rain and a flash flood coming through and sitting on top of those little beans and killing them, and you got to go do some replanting on the bottoms. But anyhow, we're trucking along. Well, got back here in some crawly sand with no bottom and not real good tires on that tractor, heavy. Got hung up, but here's Shane pulling in with a 335 to get us out. Won't take long. Just aggravating that he had to stop spraying and I'm stopping planting. We'll get it. Pull this thing out backwards. Well, got out of that little predicament. I just got done drilling this little dry land patch in town that we inherited. One of the other guys that rents the other half of the farm I was talking about, he rented this little field and didn't want to fool with it, but me and Shane want to make every acre count, so we decided we'd tackle it. Same landlord pretty much, so just got it planted, got the last of the graded ground planted. I'm probably going to go disc some more. Got one last patch there in town, or outside of town. It's about 70 acres, and that's really all we got to plant down here for the first time. You know, we'll have to do some replant somewhere, but man, we're sitting pretty good. Shane's probably coming up the road behind me with a sprayer. He's been keeping everything sprayed right behind me, so we're right where we want to be. Phone drill up. I got in some mud, but not a very good little patch, but we'll make it work. It'll grow beans. I just pulled through town here to pick Braxton up from my wife's store. It's called The Depot in Naylor. She's got a little thing in there called On Track Nutrition where she sells loaded tea. Basically, it's just like a health energy drink full of vitamins. That's our little town. Over there is where we decorated the Christmas tree behind the drill. So you've seen some of this before.